On a cold day, on the 13th of January 1649, in London, an anonymous executioner severed the head of King Charles I of England. The watching crowds had very mixed feelings about this regicide, but Oliver Cromwell's troops kept order, and eventually the crowd dispersed, stunned by this momentous event in English history, which left the country in turmoil. Amongst the crowds that day were a father of 59 years of age and his 3 sons. This moment in history was to change their lives. Who were this family? Where had they come from? What would become of them? The answer to this question would lead us back to King Robert the Bruce of Scotland. Then forward to our own Queen of the United Kingdom and Commonwealth, and would greatly influence much of American history. In 1066, 2 members of the Lyon family arrived with William the Conqueror from Normandy. They were knights who had been given lands by William in Norfolk and in Northamptonshire. In the early 14th century, a young Sir John Lyon left Northamptonshire for Scotland and arrived to support King Robert the Bruce in his quest against King Edward II. Sir John Lyon produced a son in Scotland. His name was also John Lyon, and he was born in 1314. By obvious coincidence, this John was born at the same year as the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314. This John had a son himself who was born John Lyon, and he was born in 1340 also in Scotland. This John Lyon became the first Lord Glamis, and he married the daughter of King Robert II. He inherited Glamis Castle and many other estates, and became the Lord Chamberlain to the King. In 1649, after the execution of King Charles I, 3 members of the family fled to America. There was Thomas, Henry, and Richard Lyon. They settled in Connecticut and New Jersey, and descendants eventually colonized America from the East Coast to the West Coast and the South. Many made a name for themselves as founders of towns and cities, and many served in the War of Independence and the American Civil War. The Lyon family served the kings of Scotland from Robert the Bruce up till James VI, who eventually became King James I of England. A Patrick Lyon eventually became the first Earl of Strathmore and Kinghorn, and this family leads us up to almost the present day and the birth of Elizabeth Bowes Lyon, who married the future King George VI. Elizabeth Bowes Lyon eventually became the mother of Princess Elizabeth, who became Queen Elizabeth II. This is just one of many of the family crests. My name is Michael Hewitt, and I've just finished a 300-page book on the whole history of the Lyon family. This picture is just one lovely picture of a family in the United Kingdom, but there are thousands and thousands of Lyon families all over the world and have been over many generations. This book will tell you about their history in this country and in America, and how they settled cities and towns in the United States as it is now known. If you want to read more about this book, why not visit thelionfamily.org.uk to find out more.